Tim O'Malley with Tim Priester prior to Notre Dame's kickoff with Florida State. And Tim, it's not too bad out here unless maybe you spent your entire life living in the state of Florida. Then it might be a little cold at this point.
It's not very windy. I mean, it's easy for us to say because we'll be inside all night. But it's not a bad night. No precipitation night, no wind right now. So, I'm sure it's still an adjustment for Florida State. But game on.
And since we last spoke, Brian Kelly confirmed that Ian Book will not start. It'll be Brandon Wimbush. We both expect the offense to look a little different than it did, especially against Ball State and Vanderbilt, maybe a little bit closer to the Michigan game plan where they are using Wimbush's strengths, his legs, and then taking some shots downfield. And, he's going to have a good day because Florida State's best unit is that defensive front, and they could really do some damage against Notre Dame's running game.
Well, they have to take shots. That is Florida State's weakness. They're good against the run. They've given up 23 touchdown passes. Compare that to Notre Dame's defense giving up 6. So they do have to take shots. I guess that's what Brandon Wimbush does best in the passing game. I think that their linebacking core is weak. I think we know that. So there could be some avenues over the middle of the field as well.
I think the best unit on the field, everyone would agree, is Notre Dame's defensive front going against one of the worst units, one of the worst offensive lines in college football. When you look at any of the 5 or 6 stats that are indicator offensive line success, Florida State's in that 120 to 130 range, as you pointed out. I would expect that no matter what happens for Notre Dame's offense, the defense should have a good night tonight.
I would agree. I think this is a big night for the Notre Dame defense. I think I picked 16 points for Florida State. I wouldn't be surprised if it was less than that. I think the greatest disparity tonight will be Florida State's inability to do anything offensively with that offensive line.
I think most of the year we're in these positions and we say, what do you want to see from Notre Dame? What's an indicator for the future? You're probably at the point now with what is technically your backup quarterback and in going into game number 10 where all Notre Dame fans need to see out of this is a win. What would be, in your opinion, the way Florida State could take that from them?
Well, with the pass rush, maybe forcing a turnover with the pass rush. I think that's their best opportunity. Does something come in the kicking game? You always have to be worried about that with Notre Dame. But I think this is Notre Dame's night. I do think that Notre Dame's defense steps to the forefront and really puts Notre Dame in a position where Brandon Wimbush and the offense just need to protect the football, move it a little bit, convert a few third downs, and maybe follow through with about 2 or 3 touchdown drives. That should be enough.
That is it pregame from us. We'll be back after a very unique, I should say, senior night in Notre Dame Stadium. I can't remember the last time that happened. I guess it hasn't been that many night games, but that's all for Irish Illustrated until Notre Dame number 3 versus Florida State tonight in South Bend.